Good morning, and welcome to the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living, and welcome to everyone online as well. So we're really happy to see you here in person. My name's Leslie Gianetti. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner in this community, and I'll be the MC today. Our beloved senior minister, Reverend Mary Murray Shelton, is away. She's in Billingham, Washington for her grandson's high school graduation. She'll be back next Sunday. And we have a special guest today who I will introduce in a few minutes. But first, what we like to do, once you're all settled in your seats and looking at me, we like to have you all stand back up again and greet each other with some morning fellowship. This is a very warm and loving community. So now what we'd like to do is welcome our guest musician. It's Gary Lynn Floyd, and he is a Posey Award-winning singer-songwriter and a longtime favorite here at Golden Gate Center. He's an artist in residence at the Reno Center for Spiritual Living. So would you all stand for Gary's opening song?
Good morning, Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living. Gary Lynn Floyd here with you again this morning. We're going to start out with an oldie but a goodie. Hope you'll sing it with me. Get up on your feet and dance around a little bit if you want. It goes like this. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Sing all that with me again. Here we go. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. You sound great this morning. Thank you.
All right, so now I'd like everyone to please silence your cell phones and prepare for the opening prayer. So as we turn within to our sacred center, to the soul of the universe within each one, I recognize one magnificent, all-in-all infinite life, that this one is forever moving upon itself and forever recreating itself in and through everything visible and invisible. Even in this moment, it is moving through each one, aligning spirit, soul, and body temple, aligning every cell and atom just by the very recognition of this life, ignites the vibration of divine love. I speak my word for each one, and I claim an opening in consciousness for the divine love at the center of each one, at the center of life itself, which is reciprocal, which is powerful, which is the one and only power of creation, the power of healing, the power of inspiration. And I know that in today's service, through the words of Reverend Katherine Saux, divine love will just waft over each one and through each one and envelop each one in the truth of being, which always manifests as wholeness, as aliveness, as health, as inspiration. So I call forth a great blessing on today's service, and I give thanks in advance for what will be revealed to the heart and soul through the words spoken today, through the music, through the look in each eye, the recognition of life itself. And I give thanksgiving for the infinite life through each one, every moment by moment by moment. And I release my word to the law of mind, which embraces my word into itself, bringing it into form for the ideal demonstration of love, and so it is. So now, it is my honor to introduce Reverend Katherine Saux. I'd like you to know that she was a professional practitioner for 15 years, and she entered the Holmes Institute for Spiritual Leadership, where she received her master's in consciousness studies in August of 2014. And immediately accepted a letter of call as a staff minister at the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. She is also this community's interim minister for more than since 2018, where she was ordained here. So Reverend Katherine has served on the board of Tucson and Oakland Centers for Spiritual Living, and the National Core Council of United Centers for Spiritual Living. She has written daily guides and articles for the Science of Mind magazine for many years and maintains an active spiritual counseling practice. So we are very grateful to welcome home Reverend Katherine Saux.
Take that off. Can we get rid of that slide? Thank you. Good morning, Golden Gate. So good to be back here and see all of you again. It's lovely. And as someone who some of you may know, born and raised in New Orleans, I have to admit that this month's theme of open-hearted living really struck a chord with me, right? Right up my alley. It brought to mind my cultural heritage, a heritage that insists on having fun, throwing parties, making the best out of every situation and laughing a lot. So to get us started today, as I was thinking along those lines, I want to share a very brief poem with you by an Uruguayan writer named Eduardo Galeano. Now, it doesn't rhyme in English, but it's a poem, okay. The church says the body is a sin. Science says the body is a machine. Advertising says the body is a business. The body says, I am a fiesta. And that's New Orleans. But as I got into more contemplating the theme and the topic and this whole thing about open-hearted living, I realized that my first reaction as a New Orleans girl was incomplete. Because truly, gusto for life is one thing, and that there is more to it. Every day doesn't have to be Mardi Gras for us to feel the joy and be in that joy of living. That there is often a quieter, deeper way of experiencing, which is that which is an essential beingness of life itself. That's called open-hearted living. Now, this is the second Sunday that the theme has been introduced, so I don't know if anybody said this last week, but I'm going to tell you today. Open-hearted living is not something that many of us have been encouraged to do. Most of us, pretty early on in our lives, get an awful lot of messages about inequity, danger, obstacles, trials, tests, hard lessons, the cross to bear. I mean, you know the drill. And even the most loving and well-meaning parents often tell us no more often than they say yes. So over the years, parents and teachers and friends have inculcated us with messages like, oh, honey, be careful, you'll fall down. Or, you sure you want to try out for that play? Or, do you really think you have the qualifications for that job? You know, don't go for that, you might be disappointed. You know, and so often, because we're young and we're not ready to be able to close out those messages, we listen to them and we settle for less joy and more bondage, even when we don't even know that that's what's happening. We think this is normal. And then there are the messages that we get from mass media. You will not be successful or happy until you drive that kind of car, right? You wear this brand name whatever, you get your teeth whitened, you drop 20 pounds, right? You'd be seen at that restaurant or that party on the A-list. You fly first class. You know, or this is one that really gets me when I see commercials. You have a gazillion friends of all colors who are always laughing and having such a great time in your perfectly landscaped backyard, where you are grilling the perfect steak and you're drinking the perfect cocktails and everybody's happy. And it's really unreal. So between the be safe and the be fabulous messages that we get, right, from everywhere, to me, I guess it's little wonder that for many people, happiness is an elusive quality. I know for me, it was, way back when. In my distant past, I realized that I had begun to think in a particular way. And maybe some of you might recognize some of this self-talk. Because in my mind, this is what would happen. When such and such happens, then I'll be happy. And I heard, okay. When I get this, when I buy this, then I'm going to be successful. People will admire me. Or when I achieve this level of whatever, then I will have it made. So over time, with that kind of thinking going through my head, I had begun to believe that my freedom and my happiness depended upon something outside of myself, and that had power over me. And I was caught in what I began to call the when-then cycle. And my heart didn't feel open. In fact, it felt pretty exhausted, because I was always reaching for that gold ring on that merry-go-round of life and never quite achieving it, because when-then never happened. And it took finding my spiritual path to help me to understand that joy and happiness cannot be given to us. Joy and delight, happiness and contentment, these are not things that can be bought. And they aren't discoveries of science. In fact, they're not even the benedictions from a church. Joy and happiness simply exist, waiting to be claimed and realized by the power of our choice and the laser beam of our attention. I'm going to say that again, and I hope you remember it. Joy and happiness simply exist, waiting to be claimed and realized by the power of our choice and that laser beam of our attention. Because the sacred is hidden in plain sight. The wholeness, the perfection of life itself, which is joy, it cannot help itself but be joy, waits upon our recognition so that it can dance the flamenco with our feet, and shine its light to others through our eyes. And I bet every one of you is familiar with this little quartet by that mystic and poet William Blake. To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wildflower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. That's called living with an open heart. And St. John of the Cross, in his writings, once asked God, "What is grace?" And God replied, "All that happens." God is found in the taste of warm bread coming out of the oven. The cool side of your pillow on a hot night. Oh, the steam rising from your first mug of coffee or tea. The touch of a hand. The kindness that meets us when we've been expecting judgment and criticism. Such small pleasures may not seem like much, but they are real and they are yours. And I would go further about that. Small pleasures return us to a sense of appreciation and oneness. And we find out that when we do this, small pleasures are not life's periphery. They're not frivolous out theres. They are the foundation of living with an open heart. Because joy lives in the margins when we're too busy to notice. Okay, I'm going to state the obvious now because we have to do this, right? Our world and our country right now, yes, is in a chaotic state. And this chaotic state has everybody stressed, angry, fearful, confused, and ready to strike out with the least provocation. Yes, there is a lot to be concerned about, and a lot is being asked of us to maintain the liberties and privileges of a democratic republic that has served us for a few hundred years. So in this kind of environment right now, I know that the temptation to doom scroll, that's what it's called, doom scroll, the latest headlines of outrageous happenings is very strong for some people. And for other people have taken a vow of self-protection by distancing themselves from any kind of social media whatsoever. So each person in their own way is doing their best to navigate a path through some very difficult and dangerous situations. Yes, that is a fact. We are divine beings, have a very human experience right now. Divine beings having a very human experience. And it reminded me when I thought about it, of that Native American teaching story about the two wolves who are always fighting each other for possession of your soul. And the grandfather tells his grandson, one wolf, my son, is angry and predatory and wants to rip everything to shreds, and it's angry and mean. It's cruel. And the other wolf is kind and caring and compassionate and wants to love. And the small boy asks the very, very real question, Grandfather, if these two wolves are always battling it out for my soul, who wins? And the grandfather says, the one you feed. Right. Simple answer to a complex question. Simple and true. Because remember that I claimed that joy and happiness are here waiting, for our attention? Our attention is the food that feeds the wolves, or the wolf, that lives within us, right? So what are we feeding with our attitudes? Are we feeding our fears, or are we feeding our hearts? Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said this, you have a wonderful kingdom of thoughts. Which one reigns now? So as religious scientists, as New Thought adherents, one of the most important things for us to remember is that we are always causing something to be created for us. Our minds, our thoughts, our energies, they're always constantly expanding, moving, choosing, investigating, considering, transforming, changing again. We cannot help but put things in motion around us because that is our nature. Each of us, a distinct, glorious microcosm of that ongoing creation of all that is. So yes, we are powerful. Now get this. The objective form to which we give our attention is created from the very attention which we give to it. Now that's kind of a brain teaser, so I'll say it again. The objective form to which we give our attention is created from the very attention which we give to it. There is no difference between the object and us, our energy. Our angelic natures are creative. We cannot help ourselves. So, and as religious scientists, we also believe that God helps those who help themselves, right? Treat and move your feet. Prayer without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. And I believe, and I'm here to say that it is possible to be an active force for change in the world and still remain open and receptive to the good that is sometimes hidden in the noise of what's going on around us. I can protest with a clenched fist, or I can protest with a hand raised in peace and invitation. Which wolf am I going to let loose on the world? To live with an open heart is simply to remain mindful and open to the flow of divine love that is the bottom line. It's the final truth, and it's that sweet taste of oneness. Yes, there are always bad things going on, and I treat and know that we stand in justice and courage to help anyone in need. There are always good things going on as well. And I pray and know that we stand in readiness to recognize and embrace them. I stress this point. The joy of living with an open heart does not depend upon long silent retreats, incense, showy prayers, or even community necessarily, although community does help it a lot. Okay? Right now I'm talking about tender mercies, small beauties, random acts of kindness, the laughter of a baby when they're giggling and you just can't help but laugh because they are so completely uninhibited. Oh, that wriggling butt of a happy dog. Yeah? An unexpected flower that calls to you on a walk. The abbot of a Trappist monastery wrote that living an ordinary life is the key to our surrender to God. You don't have to be a saint. You don't have to be a monk. You simply have to live with an open heart. One of my favorite poets, Mary Oliver, wrote this. What if you suddenly saw that the silver of water was brighter than the silver of money? What if you finally saw that the sunflowers turning toward the sun all day and every day were more precious, more meaningful than gold? How would you live then? How would you live then? So with that kind of challenging thought, I'd like to ask if you'd be willing to participate in a short guided meditation. Okay? And if you don't care to participate, that's fine. You just, sit back and watch other people do their thing. And those of you who are watching from home, live streaming, you're not exempt. I really hope that you will engage in this with us. Okay? You ready? All right. Ring the bowl. We're going to do a bowl ring here. Thank you. Thank you. So in this moment, I invite us all to go within. Take our attention away from the world and put it into that vast stillness of the infinite potential of life itself that abides within each of us. And relax and breathe into it. And in this place of perfection and quiet, I invite you to go back to what Mary Oliver asked. If you could see where true riches and joy lie, how would you live? What changes would you make in your current life? Are there things you would release so you don't have to carry them around anymore? The silver of water, the gold of sunflowers. Are there areas of your life when you may be stuck in that when-then cycle? Some place perhaps where you're looking to or for something outside of yourself to make you happy or to make you feel complete. If you don't have that particular cycle, wonderful. Just please allow yourself to continue imagining your life filled with more sweet moments of joy. And if you have found a place in you that says, when then? Sit with it now in peaceful acknowledgement. Without judgment. It's not bad. There is nothing bad in you. As you sit within and feel your immense interior self, your spirit, your soul, sit in peaceful and joyful acknowledgement of all that you are. In these few moments, I invite you to honor your kindnesses, your generosity. I bet you're finding a lot of those times. I invite you to laugh gently at your foibles and your moments of non-zen. We all have them. It's okay. Breathe deeply and feel at peace with everything that you are. And in your mind's eye, in that vast stillness that is you in this moment, I invite you to go even deeper. Take a moment and dive. And I invite you to bring your consciousness and center it around your heart chakra. Feel your heart. Feel that steady beat of your life. And now gently and with great care, open your heart chakra. Open it wide. And feel it expand. Let it get so big it fills this room with your presence and the throb of God life within you. No barriers, no boundaries, no borders, just allness. Your heart chakra is illuminating this room. You feel the joy and the sweetness of who you are. And it is amplified by feeling the heart chakras of everyone around you. I swim in this. I do the backstroke in this. I lie face to the sky and let spirit support me. And my heart is open wide. And now I invite us all to return to the present, to the room, and to the community consciousness that we have all established. In your own way, come back to your body. But as you come back, I invite you to bring the gifts of your meditation with you. Don't leave anything back, because you can pull them out and taste them like sweet fruit later on. Okay. Now, if we're all back, I congratulate you, I honor you, I acknowledge you. And those of you at home, in closing, I ask that you remember this. Joy is an infallible sign of the presence of God. So may you create joy. May you experience joy. May you give joy. And may you bask in the warmth of your own open heart. Namaste. Thank you. So in the basking of that open heart, let us move into prayer together, shall we? Because in this moment, as I move into that which I just left, but it's always there, I accept and know that the unique singularity of my oneness with God is not mine alone, it is for all. So that we are all sharing in this one instant, the one consciousness, the one life of God, the one heart, the one heart. And because this is so, when I say the word I, know that it means all of us. So in this moment, I am so grateful and accepting of the fact that I have the power through God's given grace to create joy and happiness and delight, not only in my life, but in the lives of everyone I meet. And in this moment, I give thanks for my willingness to look at the small things, to listen to the stillness, to sense the presence of Spirit in the breeze against my face. Oh, and the taste of that warm, warm cup of coffee in the morning. Because I accept and know that all of life is good. It thrums, it vibrates, it gives, it expands ceaselessly, constantly. It never withholds anything. So in that flow, what I know is that as I place myself in it and open my heart wide to it, I become that which I admire, that which I love, that which I so deeply, deeply need, because it needs me too. So God can dance the flamenco with my feet. So Spirit can shine its light through my eyes. And with a touch of my hand, I can be the presence of the Christ consciousness to someone else. I means all of us. In the I am that I am, that love conquers all, sees nothing but itself, and is a blessing that allows each of us to become greater, better, bigger, more loving. And so this morning, recognizing the truth of all of this, I simply relax and rest in total gratitude. Because I'm done. I'm releasing this prayer because it's finished. And it is simply being itself through each of us now. And I stand back and I acknowledge it, I honor it, and I invite us all to anchor it by saying together our closing, which is, and so it is. And so, thank you.
So we've got a morning affirmation we'd like to say together. Let's all say, time adds late. It's a diff. Pay no attention to it. Okay, all right. It's never too late for me to live fully. I choose to grab life by the handful and hang on for the ride. And so it is. Thank you. So now is the time for our conscious giving. So whatever you give, whether you do so automatically or through online banking or cash or check, what's important is what's in your heart when you give, what's in your intention when you give. So as the ushers have come forward, I'd like you to please hold your gift over your heart. Here, let me take this. And say this affirmation. This gift I give is God in action. I now send it forth to bless and to prosper. I know that everywhere it goes, it is creating a world living in love, one heart and one thought at a time, and so it is. So go ahead, ushers. Thank you.
Open your mind unfold your heart. Relax your senses and feel every part. You ain't got a thing to fear. Looks like love is growing here. So take your guard and let it down. Go deeper still until you come unwound. Unbound. Breathe every breath. Yeah. Release your cringe. Love without waiting, without waiting. Slowly unhinge. You ain't got a thing to fear. Looks like love is growing here. So take your guard and let it down. Go deeper still until you come unwound. Unbound. You can stop waiting for love to find you. Look inside your heart. Love's already who you are. It's already who we are. So lift up your voice. Lift it up now, now, and let it be heard. Let it be heard. Tell me your story. Tell it to me. And don't leave out a word. Not a word, no. 'Cause I think I have been there too. I'm a seeker just like you. And you ain't got a thing to fear. Looks like love is growing here. So take your guard and let it down. Go deeper still until you come unwound. Unbound. Lay it all down, down, down. Lay it all down. Open your mind and unfold your heart. Yeah.
So, on behalf of the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living, we all accept this offering with gratitude in our heart, and we send it into the world to bring peace and healing and transformation and divine love, and so it is. Thank you. All right. So now I'd like to welcome everyone who's here for the first time and let you know there's a little gift waiting for you at the welcome table where Galen is lovingly standing and waving her hand. Is a blue welcome card inside of the envelope for anyone who's new. And you'll be given a free book as a thank you for attending today, and we hope that you enjoyed the morning celebration. We look forward to seeing you again. And this is true for you who are watching online as well. And we're very grateful for everyone who helped make today's Sunday service possible. We'd like to especially thank Reverend Katherine Saux for a beautiful talk. And Dana, Jim, and Rick for setting up everything every morning. And let's see, so we've got a few announcements this morning, making sure we're here. Okay, so the first one is about the coffee and face sharing at Cafe Aroma on 4th Street in San Rafael. It'll be June 11th at 10 a.m. And now I'd like to have Cindy Lou come up for just a minute. God, that was a perfect segue.
Good morning, and hello online, wherever you are. I'll tell you, when they asked me, would you just say something? I said, sure, no problem. Well, Reverend Catherine was just so perfect. This is why we have a faith and coffee every second Wednesday of the month. Is because for me, is I'm with my spiritual community. I'm with spiritual practices. And the nice thing is you can talk about how awful the world is, or you can talk about anything personally or not talk at all. You just come and you get uplifted by all these wonderful people. We usually start off with a quality. We all go around, it's about 6 to 8, maybe 10. We start with a quality, and then we say what that is, and then it's just open for conversation. So I really do invite you to come because it's perfect. If you're having some kind of a negative thought or some kind of, or just happiness, whatever is going on in your life, you can come and share it in a safe environment. We don't judge, we don't fix, we listen. And then we give any kind of advice if you like it or not. I love it. I come every single Wednesday on the second month, 1122 4th Street, Cafe Aroma. Wonderful coffee, tea, goodies too. So please come, see if you like it. If you don't have to come back. But if you do, then we get to see you every single month. Thank you. But that was so perfect. It is not a small pleasure. It is a big pleasure to be with like-minded people. It's wonderful. It was just so perfect. This is why you come. Here you go. Thank you. I can keep going.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, enthusiasm. Okay, yeah, let's see. Okay, so let's see. All right, we've got sorry. All right, so as we're closing the celebration today, the Sunday service, I would like to have all the practitioners surround the table, surround the room as I look at Deborah on the prayer table. So it's important to know that there's a prayer box on that table, and where we welcome your request for written prayers. So it's private, and the practitioner on the prayer table makes a commitment to pray over your request for a whole week. And before we close the service today, I want to tell you that all the prayer practitioners are going to do a chamber of prayer where they say aloud a spiritual mind treatment. But it's not for you to listen to the words so much, it's to listen to the feeling tone that comes through. They're going to envelop you in divine love. That's what we're licensed in, is prayer. So please, as Reverend Mary always says, don't leave today if you have any burden on your heart. Please request a prayer or a written prayer in the prayer box. All right, so practitioners, please begin. And so it is. Thank you very much, prayer practitioners. So now we have a closing blessing that we all say together. If you would like to stand up. So let's all say this together. I now walk so that whoever walks beside me dwells in the presence of God, and whoever places a hand in mine is lifted, and whoever thinks of me is illumined with God consciousness, for spirit and all people and I are one eternally, and so it is. God, Gary.
Until then, here's this blessing for you. Love be with you, peace enfold you, spirit lift you, breathe it in. Truth come through you, may good flow to you, and let joy renew you till we meet again. Love be with you. Ooh, love be with you. All together, hand in hand, here we go. All together, hand in hand, we see the light, we take a stand, and we are changing. A whole new life for you and me. Take your past and set it free. Share this blessing. Here we go. Love be with you, peace enfold you, spirit lift you, breathe it in. Truth come through you, may good flow to you, and let joy renew you till we meet again. Love be with you. Ooh, love be with you. Let's sing it again. Ooh, love be with you. Ooh, love be with you. Love be with you. Love be with you. Peace enfold you. Spirit lift you. Breathe it in. Truth come through you. May good flow to you. Let joy renew you till we meet again. Love be